Howdy on What Likes Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. Knocking down some trees. I was gonna cook some water and realized I didn't have any wood on me. Which makes it difficult when I've got no fuel in the campfire. I got this tree knocked down here and then head over to clear the area. Kill some zombies. Speaking of zombies, I watched The Bride since last episode. I liked it. It was pretty fun, I thought. I rather enjoyed the very angry ghost of Mary Shelley in that movie. That was spoilers for The Bride. I'm not I'm not certain who's in it. I'm gonna say some names. I think that's who's in it. I thought Lady Gaga was in it, and I thought well, Christian Bale is in it as Frankenstein's monster, and I think Diane Keaton was in it. Um, but don't quote me on that. Uh, I didn't Google to make sure who I actually saw in the movie, but yeah, it was for the most part really fun. There were some weird parts I didn't enjoy. Um, and I wish they developed the story a little more. There was a lot going on, and um, but it was, I don't know, I liked it. Uh, I liked it better than, unfortunately, I liked it better than Del Toro's Frankenstein. Um, Camp Carwall. Okay, well, I haven't done one of these before. This is a little different. Um, but yeah, it was it was interesting. It was I don't understand why there was a ghost of Mary Shelley. Uh but I did really enjoy the Ghost of Mary Shelley parts. And um it was basically like there's this woman who got caught up in the 1930s mob, and um and she gets killed, and then Frankenstein, I'm just gonna call him Frankenstein. Frankenstein, or the monster. I'll call him the monster, I guess. I think they call him Frankie in the movie. I'll call him Frankie. So Frankie, he goes and finds this doctor who has explored uh, Dr. Frankenstein's methods, and she has revivified, I guess you'd say. Uh, I expected to be a buzzard, but you didn't. You didn't show up. You didn't show up. You didn't show up. And then I'm like, oh dang it! I pushed the space bar. Really, I did. Um, and so he goes to her, and he's like, you know, I want what everyone has. I want love. I want you to make me a bride. And so they go to the graveyard. They dig up a body. They happen to dig up that woman, and uh, and there's like this thing where uh, so part of the movie was like about women's rage against violence against women, right? And and I guess you'd say the patriarchy, from the Mary Shelley point of view, a little bit, and and so there was this thing where like the main character was channeling, uh, the main character being the bride, was channeling the anger of a bunch of the women who'd been killed by the various people involved and the people that had killed her, and and then like there's a couple of detectives who were searching for them, and one of the detectives is technically the male detective secretary because there aren't female detectives, right? And and then I don't want this. No, this is just back out the front. Uh, and then he was like trying to catch the mob, and and then he was like sleeping with the women that he was using for undercover work, I guess, and that's what got some of them caught. And so it was like this whole big story that I wish they'd played into more, and maybe tone down some of the other stuff. But I liked it. It was pretty fun. There was this one weird scene where they're at a party and everybody just starts dancing to Putting on the Ritz. I don't understand that scene at all. I I just don't get it. Uh, I don't know why that was in there. Um, they're on the run from the various people, and so they dive into this ballroom, and then they pretend to be waiters to make their way through the ballroom without causing a commotion. And then one of the guests at the party is this actor that Frankie is obsessed with, and and so then of course he doesn't make it through because he sees this guy and then he's got to introduce himself to the guy, and then I don't know, for some reason they just, there's a dance scene in the middle of that. I don't I don't understand that. Um, but and then I do question the end of it. So super spoilers for the end of it, but the mob and the police all show up, and they're trying to kill the bride because, not the police, but well, no, that's the police, I guess, because the bride and Frankie have been killing people, or Ida is her name, um, and
It'll be a good morning. Now that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad
oh, I don't really use fully automatic mode. I think I'd rather increase my rifle skill. Um, clear zombies, clear zombies. We haven't done a buried supplies
It's a deal.
in a bit.
Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of a rope.
Ooh. First you have to come out from behind that counter. Yeah, so they shoot Frankie. Uh, Bad enough that he's not alive ish. And like I'm okay with him being shot and like knocked down and stuff, but it's very weird to me that they thought that they could revive him from what happened to him. I just but I mean, I guess I'm thinking too much about it. Uh uh but no, it was quite fun and I enjoyed it. I was trying to think of what else I watched. Um Kind of drawn a blank. I've watched the movies, but they weren't the kind of stuff I normally talk about. So, um I watched a movie and then it immediately led into another movie. Um but I can't remember what the first movie was. The second movie was My Old Ass, which was okay, I guess. I was playing a game, and so I didn't bother to turn it off when it came on. What I intended to do was I opened Amazon Prime, right, and then I need to watch the new Invincible season and the new The Boys season, and I think I watched a couple episodes of the Mighty Nine because I haven't finished the Critical Role Mighty Nine season yet, and I haven't watched the Fallout season 2 either. So there's a bunch of stuff on Amazon Prime that I need to watch. The problem is they're like releasing stuff one episode a week, and I don't tend to watch stuff like that. I like to binge it, and so uh, but I don't know. I've been really binging Taskmaster the last week or so, which is a goofy. I don't even know what you call it. It's like a fake. It's a fake my brain will kick in here in a second. Okay, it's a fake game show. That's the word I'm looking for. Game show. Where they take comedians and celebrities and they have to perform tasks, but the tasks are written. The tasks are all super goofy. It's like there's a bathtub, and in the bathtub is a ping pong ball, and the bathtub is full of water, and the task there's a red ring around the bathtub, and so the task is you can't step inside the red ring, and you can't touch the water with something you're holding, and you have to get the ping pong ball out of the bathtub. And so like the first person comes up and they're like there's like tires laying around, and so they're trying to throw tires or stuff into the bathtub, and she's not particularly strong enough to get him in there, and so she keeps bouncing it off the side of the bathtub. Or this other guy goes and gets an oar that's laying there because there's a whole bunch of weird stuff on the property that they do the tasks on. Um, and and so he thinks he can tip the bathtub full of water over, and then turns out he's not strong enough to do that. And so then he starts throwing things, and then this other guy thinks that maybe he can splash it out with water, but he's really throwing the water in a weird way. I think he could have done it if he had thrown the water at the ping pong ball, but he kept throwing the water up in the air so it would splash down into the tub. So I don't know what he was thinking, but he couldn't get it out, and then um so the guy, he made a pole with some sticky tape on the end, but he touched the water with the thing, and then this other woman, she did the same thing, made a pole with sticky tape on the end, but she just touched the ping pong ball, so she got the ping pong ball out. Um, that kind of thing. And so um, there's a new once a week British season because Britain, it's a British TV show, or it was a British TV show. Now I think it's just on YouTube. And then they have spin-offs for countries all over the world, and so in between when my main thing that I watch isn't on, there's a streamer I watch while I work and stuff, and so he eats up most of my day when he's on. And uh, when he's not on, then I'm
You
watching
think
this
you're
other
pretty
thing.
smart now, don't you?
I
Hey,
don't.
Einstein.
Power attacks to the legs slow enemies. I'm gonna take that. Oh, tier 1 completed. I already have a bicycle. Ah, look at that. Oh no. No, I gotta take the gatherer. That's alright. Wait. Where's my tier 2 jobs? I expected tier 2 jobs. Rekt.
I'm gonna make you an offer. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job.
Alright, I need to head back to base, and then we can go do that tier 1 job. Wrecked. I wanted a tier 2 job. Dude, I need to repair my bicycle. It's down to 14%. But yeah, so then I've been watching the Australian version. I think I watched a season of the New Zealand version. They all follow the same format though. They have main host and then a sidekick host, and the main host is like, I'm the taskmaster and you will do what I say, and I assign random points to determine who's gonna win the episode. Oh, that's not my house. Good job, buddy. Good job. And then the sidekick is all like, ooh, yeah, I just run the tasks, and everybody looks down on me, kind of set up. And they tried an American version, but it did not work at all. Uh, it was it was not good. I think it could work. I just think they chose the wrong people. Both the host and the comedians they chose. It was really bizarre. Like you need like lighthearted, goofy people to be on the show who are gonna, you know, do weird things to try and complete the tasks. And then instead they just had like okay. They just had like angry feminist vulgar comedians who just constantly made vulgar jokes about how much men suck. And I'm just like, this isn't really the vibe for this show. Like, and then the host was like, way too, I'm a cool cat kind of thing. And I'm just like, I don't know how you pick these people to be on this show, because this is the wrong vibe in both directions. Like, did nobody from the American production team watch the British version? Because did you think you were gonna make a new version of it that was gonna be better than the original? Because the original's got like 20 something seasons now. Like, I think it might have the formula down. I don't know why you're trying to change things. But yeah, so the American one was like just a couple of episodes before they canceled it, and or maybe it was just like one episode before they canceled it. Um, but yeah, that was. I wouldn't mind an American episode, but you need like people like, I would say like Chris Pratt and like Paul Rudd and um oh, what's the guy that plays Stifler? I can't think of what his name is. Those kinds of people would just be excellent on that kind of show, I feel. Um but instead they got like Amy Schumer types, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that's the wrong vibe. I understand that it's comedians, but they got to do silly, goofy things, not just sit there and be angry. Uh, anyways, that's what I've been spending most of my time watching. Is the Australian version. It has like a whole bunch of seasons out, so I think 6 seasons. So I've been marathoning that the last little bit here. I don't know how much water I need. I mean, that's more than my thing says I need. So, all right, let's get this junk out of here. You and you and you. Oh, I've been reading through my book list on Kindle. I really like the Kindle Unlimited because it lets you just go, and it tells you like, here's here's the books that are next in the series you've read, and I like that a lot. But because sometimes I'll really get into a series and I'll read like every book in the series, and then sometimes I'll read a book and I'm like, I like this series, but I need a little break from this series, and so I I've been taking a break from my main series that I read on there, and or they're taking a break from me. Um, given that given that a bunch of them are like, yeah, we'll be back in a year. Uh, but it's it's kind of weird because I'll get on there and I'll just be like, all right, here's the giant list of next in the series, and oh, this, there we go. Couldn't remember how to repair it. It's repaired now though. And so yeah, so I've been like scrolling all the way to the bottom of the list to grab the next books in the series that I haven't read in a while. I'll tell you what. Sometimes I open a book and it's like book 5 in the series, and I'm like, okay, so I've read the first 4 books in this series, and then I will read the entire book and have no clue what happened before this book. I don't even recognize the characters. Like, when did I read the previous book in this series? I don't know who these people are. I don't know what's going on. I enjoy the book, but I don't know what's happening. I just read this one, and they're like they've just done a prison break, I think, and they've stolen some airships, but they've also apparently just fought a battle against some other airships, and they're on their way back to this tower. And this is like book 5, right? And I'm like, I don't know who these people are. What tower are they talking about? Who did they escape from? Who are these people? I don't understand what's happening. And I read the whole book. I'm like, this is a pretty decent story, but I still, even at the end of the book, do not remember anything that happened before this book. I don't recognize a single thing in this book. I'm like, dude, how long ago did I read the previous book? How did I read 4 books in a series and not be able to remember a single thing from it? And then I start the next book and I'm like, uh, I don't remember anything from this book series. What the heck? Who's this guy? Why is he getting married? I Who's he marrying? They make it out like it's a big deal, and then it's just not a big deal. Like, I I'm just like, what is going on? I don't know. It's a good book. I I don't know what happened. I mean, I know what happens. I just don't know where they came from. And then I started a new book last night. And I'm just like picking one off the bottom of the list again. Because the ones at the top of the list are the most recently read ones. And so I'm going to you know, the longest to go. Um, and because there are some books out from my favorites, unlimited Kindle Unlimited lit RPG series, and oh really, I can't. Okay, I don't know why that was locked, and it's just like a cheap old empty cabinet, but whatever. And so I opened this one last night, and I start reading it, Hey, AK-47. That's my gun. I can finally upgrade. I'll have to go... When I finish this, we'll go... Well, I don't know. I don't know if we got time here. But I opened this one last night, and I start reading it, and I'm like, okay. So we start with this woman, and she's weird. Uh, and people around her, not here, people around her are reacting to how weird she is. And I'm like, okay, what's the deal with her? And they're commenting on how it seems like she's got two different personalities occasionally. And she just keeps alternating between what seems normal and just this bizarre hatred and indifference toward everything. And I don't know why. And they don't explain why. And then they're just like they're in I think they're in underground cities. And it seems to be like a post-apocalyptic thing. And they're they're talking about how the surface is in ruins, but her father is like telepathically contacting her about meeting him on the surface, and but she's got to figure out how to escape from the underground city she's in, but they also have like level up powers. um and then there's like she was a miner, like mining rocks, or not rocks, but mining ore, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what she did before because I don't remember the previous book at all. Um, and then she became ascended, which is how she got level up powers, I guess. And then when they finally show her character sheet at the end of the book, it says that she's from the Golden Age, which I believe is now. Um, because she did go to a classroom for children for a hot second, and in the classroom they said that only a tenth of humanity survives. Um, is the estimate, uh, uh, and that's at the or that's the high estimate is a tenth, because some people estimate that up to 10 billion people were alive on the surface when whatever happened. Uh, ooh, that's a good one. Oh, special jobs.
I got work to do if you don't. What are you standing there for? Don't you have work to do?
I took a special job. I need to go find Trader Jen. Before going too far, make sure to check the Biomes tab of the Challenges window. The Biome tab. Okay, why is there a tab for everything but the biome I'm in? Oh, interesting. I did get a well, I have a whole bunch of armor crafting kits. Interesting. I didn't know you could craft for that kind of stuff. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. Where's my home though? There we go. And so yeah, so it's just I'm super confused because I don't know what's going on, and they're very tight-lipped in this book about what's even going on in the book I'm reading. And she was a minor, and then she became a supervisor, but I think the supervisor is a disguise, and this guy wants to destroy the cavern they're in, I think. And then there's a group of people called the Knights, and so I think minors are like prisoners, and then supervisors are the people who hunt monsters, and then the knights are the strongest people who are like the police force, because you need, right, you need if people have powers, then you need powerful people to stop the people with powers, and so the knights are supposed to be more powerful than the supervisors. But she's something else. She's called an ascended, and so she has like even more bizarre powers than they do. And so she, like in the book, she actually fought and killed several knights at this point, I think. But yeah, it's very weird to read some of these books because I'm just like, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. It's been too long since I read the previous book. I am dumbfounded. And what's going on? Is that right? Dumbfounded? I don't know if that's right. Alright. I need machine gun parts, forged iron, duct tape, and springs. I probably need to unload my inventory too, because it's very full. Oh, look, I got a scavenger outfit. It is better than my assassin's outfit. Goodbye, assassin's outfit. Okay. Wow, I got a bunch of junk. Boom, boom. Okay, and then we need... Nope. I need this, and I need to modify it. Oh, dude. That's way better than what I was wearing. Okay. I need machine gun parts. Okay, machine gun parts. I need forged iron, springs. Uh-oh, springs. There we go. Did it say duct tape? I feel like it's always duct tape. Bam. It only took one machine gun part. Weird. I almost put my machine gun parts in there. Oh, you got 20 seconds. Okay. Modify. Oh, I got nothing on there. Okay. Are you sure? Oh, there is something on there. Why did it look like there was nothing on there? Okay, we'll get rid of that gun. I'm going to swap over for this guy. This is normally my gun, I think. I think there's a one higher up. 8x. Oh, I only have 8x scopes. Oh, you can't put the 8x scope on this guy. I need my 2x scope. I'm gonna go ahead and put another pocket on my armor. Oh, it'll let me do one of each kind. Okay. What about some armor plating then? Yep. Yeah. Nice. New armor, new gun. And then next time we'll head off. Okay, she's not that far away. Although she is in the wasteland, it looks like. We'll head off to Trader Jen, so. Alright, with that, be better than small things, leave the light. I will talk to you later.